let my daughter get bent over and kidnapped by some fella, and then get some from the PTA pregnant.
Oh my God.
You talking to my kids about my business and my house?
Reasonable Doubt is back, baby. About time. When Jax was like, hey, be careful because you don't know what's going down in that swamp, I said, Jax, no! Hey, I'm Hadiyah, and we're talking Reasonable Doubt Season 3, Episodes 1 and 2. If you haven't seen it yet, I'm about to spoil. Save this video and come back later if you still have not seen it. Honey, this moment during dinner, look at Louis. He over here like, oh, God. Tony's date was looking very much shookish, okay? He was like, oh, I'm really in the enemy's territory. I'm gonna beat Tony up too bad because you and Louis, y'all should have never been sleeping together in the first place. But I did feel away, okay? Because when she broke down, I was like, oh, she's grieving. I mean, capital G. Louis and Jax being happily married and having a cute family is like detrimental to her. She's just looking for somebody to blame. However, what we're not about to do is try to sleep with that married man again. Girl, Tony asking for that one night of closure was one thing, okay? At first, I was side-eyeing Louis, like, okay, are you about to sleep with her again or something? Because low-key, it felt like he was defending her a lot, but now I understand it was just he understood the grief. And Dax is too mad and too over their whole situation to be worried about her grief, okay? She's like, girl, anyway, so, yeah, so this new client is a little, he over there getting charged with murder and then over there acting like the Joker. Slow your roll, buddy. What are we doing? The mirror scene, I was like, okay, so is he okay? I can't stand Corey sometimes, okay? Because how you gonna talk about, oh yeah, my love and my life is in Chicago, right? But at the same time, you're over there trying to still shoot your shot with Jax. What's up, Corey? Calm it down! Uncle Tommy, I'm not finna play with you. You want to be the big kahuna so bad. You always want to be the big kahuna. That's your downfall in every show. I don't trust you, okay? You might come in handy later, but right now it's giving very much side eye. I don't really know what happened with your girlfriend, okay? But I could have told you what was about to go down with that. I did not like the way he was talking to his mama. I want to giving very much, I'm gonna disrespect every woman in the room, but then when it comes down to a man, I'm gonna give him all the praise and respect and listen to him. A lot of growing up to do, okay? Jax is gonna have to grow you up. Also, the foreshadowing that happened in the beginning where Jax was like crying and having a whole moment, baby, I don't know if that's her son or if that's gonna be Mr. Man in the Mirror himself. Because this latest episode, letting him stay over in your house and stuff and then like putting a blanket over him, giving very much mother. So is he gonna be okay? It's very obvious he already got mental issues, okay? I'm Ozzy Edwards all the time, bro, it don't even call for all that. Why are you doing all that? Jax is very much in her I don't care season, okay? She's very much I don't give a fadoodle about none of this. But anyways, what did you think about these latest 2 episodes, baby? How do you feel about the season 3 premiere? So you're telling me I gotta wait a whole nother week before the next episode of Reasonable Doubt? Especially after this last episode, baby. Episode 3 of season 3. Girl, do y'all hate me? Naima, you were wild in this episode, okay? I don't care what your daddy done did, baby. Yes, he's a hot mess, but that doesn't mean you have an excuse to be a hot mess. Hey, have you seen Reasonable Doubt Season 3, Episode 3? We'll get to it, okay? Because this episode was given very much pow, pow, gotcha. Speaking of gotcha, hey, Nancy. Girl, somebody better get Miss Catheroni. I already knew this episode was gonna be bonkers, okay? Because when Jax's father showed up, he showed up at her doorstep talking about some, can I come in? And she was like, I guess. I said, oh, okay. This how we starting off the episode. Oh, okay. Oh. Jax was not having it, okay? She was like, what you want to come around here for 8 years later? Weren't you in the streets? Then her mom decided to bring him to dinner or lunch or breakfast or whatever they were. Mom was talking about how she forgave him because of time passing and whatnot. I said, this man is about to pass away, isn't he? Not too many times you're going to see a black woman just forget and forgive. Tell the truth, Miss Mama Lou. Someone definitely needs to get Miss Shelly and Mr. I Can't Mind My Business, okay? Because this little plot y'all got going on in this firm. As soon as I saw her and her little friends over there window shopping, baby, I said, do not play with me. Do not play. Mind you, these little girls were over there on the slick side trying to play with Naima from the get-go, okay? Talking about some, you need to dream bigger or aim higher or whatever. Girl, not too much. Talking about some, let's play truth or dare. Right now? I'm sorry. Aren't we not in the middle of the street? I thought we were just supposed to be getting some in and out and going back to the school. Why are we about to play truth or dare right now? Now that Naima knows the tea, Louis, and you had the opportunity to tell her the truth and then you still let her believe that she didn't know the truth. No, she's about to act up now. Sorrow's prayers. Baby, this moment right here, no ma'am. Ozzy ODing, not as surprising to me because it was definitely giving he's on something the way he be acting. Even though he had been off of it for a little bit, okay, he was definitely smiling in that mirror every 2 seconds and I was like, yeah, something not right. What definitely got me was his sister and when Jax called her bestie, okay? Broke me down when she knew exactly what to do, like she done did this before, okay, baby? This is not her first rodeo. The fact that his innocence was taken when he was only 13 years old by a super grown woman, like they need to track her down and lock her up. And him not even realizing, bro, you are a victim. It was just so, all of y'all need to be locked up. I'm mad at everyone. I know Jax had Daniel on the lookout, but the way the sister's life is basically to be a babysitter to her grown brother, baby, the dysfunctionalism. And of course, when Jax called her bestie for the rusty, Dr. Owens, baby, doctor, made me really think like, Jax, I think you need to like start your own thing or something. Side eye Uncle Tommy, side eye. Also, it's not giving Uncle Tommy. It's giving very much, open the door, please. Let me see the kids. Uncle Tommy would have been like, girl, if you don't open this door. I can already tell Reasonable Doubt is about to go there with toxic families, baby. They about to hit it. I can already tell I'm scared. Baby, this show was never for the children. Reasonable Doubt is for the good and grown, baby. It is for the good and grown. Every time I'm watching this show, I'm like, girl, let me go check my driver's license real quick. Like, baby, am I old enough to be watching this? Jax's father this episode, I fear he ate. I fear he ate too bad. Louis did not know how to take it, baby. His whole face was on the floor, honey. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, I'm Hadiyah. We're talking episode 4 of season 3 of Reasonable Doubt. Yeah. If you haven't seen it yet, save this video, come back later because I'm about to spoil. And also, side note, I'm really mad right now because what do you mean this is like episode 4, baby? I need like 25 more episodes. Feels like we're so close to the end and I'm like, hold on, we just got started. Speaking of just getting started, baby, this episode was insane. It's the fact that it's Mercedes for me. Excuse me? I know you're lying, girl. You're over here kiki cackling with his mama all the time. You mean to tell me you've been knocking with that little boy since he was a little kid? Girl, I don't even know where to start. It seemed like Louis and Jax were finally in a good headspace, right? Like, we finally got these two toxic individuals on one accord, right? No, Daddy-O said, not today, baby. Hello? Kids have now found out about the former side baby, and they needed somebody to talk to, I guess, okay? Somebody that would get it, all right? They chose none other than Jax's daddy, who just came back in the picture, honey. It's been 1,100 years, okay? This man barely even knows his grandkids. Girl, now he know all the tea. You know who's mad about that now? Him. Jax's pops was eating Louis up. I'm so sorry. He said, while you're over here pretending to be all holier than thou, like you all that in a bag of chips, baby. He said, the tea is you are no better than me, sir. So, what we talking about? I'm not gonna lie. I felt bad for Louis at one point because I was like, dang, he eating him up a little bit too bad, okay? When he was over there, like, go home and cook dinner. It's not gonna cook itself. Whoa! Paparoni, why are we going so hard on that man? He kind of deserved it because why are you having a side baby in the first place? But Paparoni! What I think is so interesting, right, is because Louis kind of wanted Jax to kind of get well acquainted with her father, right? But now that the dad knows about the dirt, that's his problem. Jax's dad knowing about the dirt, that's when Louis was like, hold on, I'm supposed to be the nice guy. I'm supposed to look like the nice guy, and this makes me look really bad. And that's what Louis had a problem with, okay? He wanted to beat Jax's daddy up. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. He had every right to do it. Except for the fact that that's Jax's daddy, but you know. So, Uncle Tommy, I'm not finna play with you, okay? Bringing those flowers to Kendra. First off, ain't no way y'all got 3 kids. Uno, dos, tres. And you're over here getting the wrong flowers, buddy, okay? I would have shoved those flowers up your little tailbone. Really love the court scenes this episode because, baby, the way Jax was eating up, okay? She was peeping game from the beginning, okay, with the sister, like, okay, so where did he get the stuff from? And then bringing that one woman into the room and then being like, okay, so how would you perceive him if I told you this, if I told you that? I said, Jax is giving mother. Baby, I'm so shocked, hurt, and I almost started crying when I saw that Ozzy's, like, predator / is Mercedes. I know you lying, okay? And she is around his mama and daddy talking about something, we gonna figure this out. Girl, you the problem. Baby, you been the problem and you be over here trying to act all sweet and innocent. Baby, I can't wait until Ozzy's parents find out, baby. Oh, I can't wait. Your Honor, lock her up. I know I keep calling her Mercedes from P-Valley, but you know. If you get it, you get it. If you know, you know. I like this, but I'm also very scared for Jax to find out. But I also feel like he's falling hard and she a little wild. Yeah. He's like, hold on, not my babysitters liking each other. Like, excuse me? Wasn't expecting the kids to take it as well as they did, okay? Obviously in the initial part, like, they were taking it kind of hard, but then they quickly got over it when Eddie came through. And I'm like, I was really rooting for Jax's and Louis, like, really come together, loving each other moment. And you mean to tell me Jax's daddy said, actually, that's some good television. That's some good TV. I think we need a moment of silence for this one scene.
What can I do for you?
I need you to get gone and stay gone. For good.
Uh-oh. Oh, God.
You want to try that again?
No. I think I was clear.
You know what, Louis? I almost had a touch of respect for you.
No.
But then you got dragged your virtuous ass in there like hell on a holiday acting like you better than me. At least I took my show on the road, but you stumping your dirty drawers up in the house. Will you sleep?
At least I was there. Stepping up, being a father, a husband, a man.
Yeah, well, I don't think a real man would let my daughter get bent over and kidnapped by some felon and then get some from the PTA pregnant.
Oh, my God.
You talking to my kids about my business and my house?
Your house? You mean the one my daughter pays the mortgage on? And you coming here acting like the HNIC and you can't even claim head of household on your own motherfucking
I
taxes?
swear to God. You lucky you Jax's father would have you laying on the ground.
Yeah, but I am her father. That's why we both know you ain't gonna do shit. But shut the up and go play on them little video games. So, nigga, bye.
Oh, my God. I'm sweating. Ow.
Better get home for dinner, son. That meal won't cook itself.
Ah, this is painful. Oh my God, he about to Baby, that was one of the most painful scenes to watch in television that I done seen in a long time. That was harsh. Oh my God. Now we see where Jax got that mouth from, okay? Her mom always gave very much delicate. But as we can see, Jax has her dad's mouth. That is her father. Hey, I'm Hadiyah. We're talking about Reasonable Doubt again because, I mean, why not? It's the way the kids switched up on Jax like that quick, baby. It took no time. Mind you, they've never met their grandfather before, okay? All he had to do was be like, hey, you want a little Twinkie? You want a little $20? Here they go just blabbing. Like, excuse me? Somebody in my last video was like, well, I would have put them kids out. I'm gonna tag you, girl. You funny. I personally don't know how Lewis is gonna come back from this, okay, baby? That was too harsh. Like, I was like, ow, ow, ow. When he said the HNIC, no, Lewis, get out of there. No. Imagine that being your pops-in-law, mind you, okay? Because what are you supposed to do at that point? Like, I don't even know. I hope this allows real accountability with Lewis, okay? Because he's been getting away with, like, you know, just being, I'm the nice guy. I didn't mean to. It was Jax's fault why I cheated on her and had a whole baby. Girl, this scene honestly felt like, poop. Hold on, what are we doing? Why is everybody getting naked? I see how they were trying to form, like, the storyline of, like, hey, this couple is back finally together. They're loving each other more and more, but then it's like, boom! Here comes drama, honey. So Jax's friend group all having, like, crazy, insane storylines. Imagine one of your homegirls is pregnant. The other one just got out of jail for being accused for murdering her husband. And the other one is going through a divorce, but she's still sleeping with that meat. We listen, we don't judge. Less is Mercedes, okay, baby? Because right now I'm judging you, whore Mercedes. I love the actress that plays her, okay, baby? She's a Memphian like myself, okay? Shout out to Memphis! But girl, I'm side-eyeing you now, honey, because what do you mean you was out here messing with that little boy? I don't want to cry right now, but that is disgusting. Girl, and you look so guilty now. Like, now I can't, I gotta go rewatch all the other episodes with you in it because now I'm looking at you like, hold on. You was always suspicious. I think I cracked the code with this show, baby. I know who done did it. I know which one of you done did it. Before we get to Kiki cackling about it, Your Honor, is it lawful for somebody to beat her ass? Hey, I'm Hadiyah. I'm also late, but we're talking Reasonable Doubt Season 3, Episode 5. If you haven't seen it yet, save this video, come back later, because I'm about to spoil. Must say, compared to last week's episode, this episode might have been a little bit more tame, but still very spicy. Okay, so let's get into it. You know what they tried to do this episode? They tried to make it seem like, oh, it's Monica. She's the one who done killed Wendy. But no, it's not giving Miss Monica, okay? It's giving very much they want us to think that. But I think somebody knows who it actually was. Well, he doesn't know yet, but he's about to know, okay? Because he's out here sleeping with the culprit. Okay, he's out here doing the Cape Town, Casanova, whatever that was. All I can say is sometimes it's the quiet ones. Love how Jax was like, you know what? Her daddy is going to be useful in this episode, okay? She said, actually, I'm dealing with a trial with some crap that you be dealing with too. So actually, I need your expertise, Mr. Man. While her hubby wubby was out here stalking and putting a tracker on her father. Lewis, let's take a chill pill, okay? Don't we got a lot going on at work? Let's focus on that. He's still a little bit hurt by last week, okay? I need us to build a bridge and get over it. Yeah, Jax's mama is out here getting her little fix. And I'm not talking about that sugar book. That's why when Jax approached her mom and she was holding her accountable, her mom was like, no, stop. Don't forget that I'm the one who taught you how to wear heels in the first place, baby. I was like, now, mama, why are you doing all that? Okay, all she is saying is, hey, mama, it hurt. And her mama, just like every black mama I know, was like, how dare you question me? You know what? We'll say Monica kind of clocked Jax just a little. She said, girl, I guess both of us weren't getting validation from home. And I said, ooh, even though what Monica did was way worse. One thing about Chanel and Sally, baby, they don't play about each other, okay? I have never seen a cousin allegiance like that. Sally over here getting semi-played by her husband, okay? He's over there still sleeping with her, while also knowing that he also does not want to be with her. And then Sally is over here thinking, okay, well, we're going to be able to work this out. And then Chanel said, I know you're playing with my cousin. Let's stop that. Let's dead it. Well, he wasn't really trying to do that, okay? He was still trying to play with her mental, talking about some, oh, I want to stay for the kids. Sally said, oh, really? Well, guess what? Here's the divorce papers. Yeah. Love how just last week Sally and Jax were being like super duper like honest with each other, and then this week they were apologizing super duper honestly, okay? They were over here like, actually, let's be real. One thing about the Reasonable Doubt writers is that they love a good confrontation, right? But you know what the truth is? Usually it's just a very lethal clapback, you know what I'm saying? Do you think you're old enough to be watching this show? Good, me neither. If y'all want to go ahead and lock Monica up 11 years after she done did what she did, then whoop-dee-doo! Hey, I'm Hadiyah. We're talking Season 3, Episode 6 of Reasonable Doubt. If you haven't seen it yet, save this video, come back later because I'm about to spoil. So disgusted, okay? In the beginning of this episode, when her little hand slid on his freaking shoulder, I said, girl, here we go. Somebody better get her, okay? Put them handcuffs on. This man can't even wash his face after being stressed out without her little hand on his shoulder, girl. Go! Girl, and Ozzy caught himself having a whole little partay, okay? Girl, that's when it got out of pocket, okay? Not only did he have a whole stripper whipper, he was kissing all up in his bedroom with it and on top of him while she over here trying to touch herself. Now, Jax, you already know you are a bad mamma jamma, okay? Because the way you had this girl thinking that she was about to be a part of something big just for her to look like the suspect, okay? She want to be needed so bad. Girl, Monica, girl, you know you out of pocket and nasty. Over there on the stand, put your hand on the biblical Bible. And then 20 seconds later, talking about you were in love with a 13-year-old. What? Somebody call the popo, no. Way you had the opportunity to keep all of that to yourself, okay? All Jax said was, how old was he? You're talking about we were in love. I thought it was Big Daddy who was sick, okay? But turns out it's Big Mama. Yikes. Whoa. But if the big secret was the fact that Mama Lou has cancer, then what was the big secret that Louis was like running up on Big Daddy-O about? He didn't run up on him, okay? He wanted to, but he didn't. So Louis's parents, very funny, okay? And I love his brother. It's always like, bruh, you just want to be the big kahuna so bad. Chill out. And Louis was like, why would I do that? Kendra, the way I am so proud of you, okay? Because the way I did not trust Uncle Tommy / Bill. Sally, girl, when did you become this, okay? I didn't know you was out here, you know. I know you're out here trying to have your way, okay? But you could have kept Sally from the valley in your little pocket, okay? And not slept with this man. Bob 1 and Bob 2 are getting on my nerves, okay? I can't stand Jax so bad that y'all are trusting this new guy, Bill, who wants to make partner. But it's like, think about all of Jax's clients and what she's done for the firm. A lot more than y'all did, so chill out, Bob 1 and Bob 2. Okay, now, Danny boy. You and Louis got a lot in common. At first, I was like, now, Danny boy, let's chill out. But now I see what you're doing. I think I do. I don't really know for real, but I think I do. I did feel a little bit bad for Kristen when she was on that stand, okay? Because she was like, I just love my brother. But I was like, I don't know if I can trust you yet, girl. I'm still side-eyeing. It might have been you, girl. Then they brought back Alex at the very end, so I think Alex may have done a little thing or two. I don't know.